Morning. We are going to continue in new halachot today. B'ezrat Hashem b'lineder. We are continuing the halachot of Tzitzit. Mitzvah min hamuvchar shtiyeh hatalit mitzamer rechalim ve'elim v'chen hatzitziot tzrichot להיות mitzamer. ובכך מקיים מצוות ציצית מן התורה וכן ראוי לעשות ירא שמיים. As everybody knows, Rabotai, when a person wears the tzitziot, whether it be talit gadol or talit katan, the underbeggar that we wear under our shirts, the best possible way to do the mitzvah is with wool. The beggar, the clothing, the underneath t-shirt, which is the tzitzit, what we wear should be wool. And also the strings should be made out of wool, because this mitzvah is from the Torah. When you wear cotton and everything else, that mitzvah is only from the rabbis. So the best way to do the mitzvah is with wool. That's why he says a person who is God-fearing, he will wear wool tzitziot. Halacha number 2 over here, he says that before a person blesses, before a person blesses and wraps himself with the big talit, יכוון לקיים מצוות אשר שציוונו ללבוש טלית מצויצת כהלכתה. Rabotai, whenever we say the bracha of Asher Kiddishanu b'mitzvot v'tziwanu l'hitatev b'tzitzit, and we put it on, you can't just put it on, Rabotai, you must have these two kavanot. One of the kavanot is that you are commended from Hashem to wear a talit which is done according to halakha. Hashem commanded you to do it. Everything that we do in this world is because Hashem commanded us to do it. Not because we feel like it, not because it comes and goes by us. Number 2, you have to remember, Rabotai, Kiddush Nizkor et kol mitzvot Hashem la'asotam. And you have to remember, in order for a person to go ahead and remember all the mitzvot of Hashem, to be able to do them. This is what our tzitzit do. It reminds us to be able to do Hashem's mitzvot no matter where we are found. Rabotai, a little bit Mussar in Sefer Olam HaMidot. He brings down over here, what does it mean to be a leader? What does it mean to be a yachid, Rabotai, an individual? I'm not telling you now people should start separating themselves from the congregation. But I want to read for you over here, give me a few minutes, very important piece. He says over here, Anachnu darim be'olam hazeh. We live in this world. Olam hasheker. We live in a world of lies. Kol ha'olam rotfim acher kesef v'kavod v'chol mishar minei tavot. Rabotai, the whole world runs after money, honor, and all other desires. Women, shtuyot, garbage. Ve'adam ha'ro'ed chaverav rotfim acher hanal. And a person that sees his friends running after all these things, all his life he's building his house, all his life he's trying to get the best car, all his life he's doing everything just the opposite of what the Torah wants him to do. He thinks to themselves that if the whole world is doing it, they're running after important things. And everybody, Rabotai, follows their friends like a flock of sheep without any mind, without even thinking. What are they doing without any brain? Thank you. That's why they say in Russian, mazgi netu. Rabotai, ve'et ma'hem rotfim. What are they running after? Pay close attention. You do not have to try and do this. Look at everybody else around you. If people would be so happy, there wouldn't be no suicide rates, Rabotai. If people would be happy, there wouldn't be divorces. If people would be happy, they would not be on drugs, Rabotai. But how could it be they have everything and still they're unhappy? Because the only real thing that's going to make you happy is Torah. Anybody who thinks otherwise is a fool and it's a lie. He's lying to himself. So he says over here, Ve'et mahem rotfim, what are they running after? Hevel varik, Rabotai. Vanity, there's nothing, there's emptiness. Devarim she'en b'hem mamash, there's nothing there. Devarim she'en lahem chashivut ben be'olam hazeh, ben be'olam haba. These things have no importance, not in the next world, not in this world, Rabotai. Yeah, it might be a means for you to get to where you're going, but this is not what's important. That's what he says over here, Al kol echad litbonen lo hakirim mahu ha'emet v'yeshar v'lo litpa'el me'ma she'chaverav osim. And this is what's going on today. Every single person, whenever you look at your friend or your companions, you should not be amazed. Wow, look at what they're doing. Rabotai, but you should realize what is the truth and what is yashar. Pay attention to that. How many kids want to drop out of school for one reason only? They see people making big money, they see nice houses, they see nice cars. That's what they go after, Rabotai. That's why when you sit with your kids on the Shabbos table, you don't tell them, what kind of big house? Out of metal beams. He ain't going to take it with him, Rabotai. Metal beams, wood beams, he's leaving it behind. For maybe his wife and another guy she's going to marry. Rabotai, that's how it works. You have to speak to him about the Torah, you have to speak to him about the rabbis. Of how important Torah is, and what does it mean to come and learn Torah? What does it mean to be able to serve Hashem? This is what you have to speak to your kids about. Not every other thing. Oh, you saw his car, you saw his money. Oh, he's making $1.2 billion. Rabotai, you ain't taking his money, he ain't giving it to you. I want to conclude over here. That's what he says over here. Let me guess. So how do we know over here? From this, you see right now, he's going to tell us. From here, you see who's a leader or not. When you follow your peers, when you follow what your friends do, when they want to go to a place where you're not supposed to be, Rabotai, you ain't no leader. You're not even close to a leader. Not in the house, not in the shul, not in the business. Nowhere, Rabotai. You're a follower. You're like a sheep. That's what he says over here. Everybody needs to be an individual. He has to be a man. Each individual has to take himself into his own hands. Just like we learn from Noah that he stood alone in a generation of evil people. This is the character trait, the attribute of a leader. Here we go. A leader, Rabotai, has a brain. He has strength to do what's straight in the eyes of Hashem, Rabotai. He will do what's straight without taking people's consideration. What my wife is going to say, what my friends are going to say, Rabotai, I'll tell you what they're going to say. It's very simple, a few nice words. Yid gadal vid kadash shemerabah after 120 years. What they're going to say? You're a good person. Big deal, and now what? But where is your olam haba, Rabotai? Where was your olam hazeh? Rabotai, if a person is a real leader and he does what's right in the eyes of Hashem, without taking into consideration what people say of him, only then are you going to be a leader, and then people are going to actually follow you. However, he says the other way around, but a person who has no strength to be able to be decisive and to make decisions, he's always going to be looking, what are they going to say? What are my friends doing? He is not fit to be a leader of other people. That's why, Rabotai, you have to realize one thing. You do not realize that every action that we do today has it's a cause and effect. This is how it works. You come home, you bum out on the couch, you start watching your sports, you start watching TV, and then you tell your son, go learn Torah, go daven. I don't care, even if you do it. But in front of your kids, you show them a very bad example. You come home and you open a Gemara, you open a book, Mussar. You do what's important. Even if you don't tell your kids what to do, they're going to do it. Why? Because remember one thing, kids look up to the parents. Daughters want to be like their mothers. Boys want to be like their fathers. Rabotai, you cannot be a leader in the whole world. You cannot be a leader in the community. You cannot be a leader in the neighborhood. But be a good leader for your children, because these are the real investment and not everybody else. Baruch Adonai Olam. Amen. Amen.